What is going on, guys? It is Steve. The Golden State Warriors. Start that over. What is going on, guys? It's Steve. The Golden State Warriors. See, it's getting to the point, and I'm sick right now because whatever. It's getting to the point where I don't even know what to say anymore at this point. It's getting so crazy that I don't even know what to say anymore about the Golden State Warriors. It's just like, how can a team be this good? You know, this team is last night when I was watching the game, I was like, you know what? LeBron, he had an amazing first half. The Cavaliers were up by 10, and I'm like, you know what? Cleveland's gonna win this. You know, LeBron James is dominating right now. There's no way he's going to lose. And then time's going by, and I'm like, okay. Yeah, the Cavaliers are probably going to lose this game. Now, listen, this box score is what bugs me out. Listen to this. LeBron James played 36 minutes, had 32 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, and 4 blocks. But you know what pisses me off? He had 8 turnovers. Now, some of these turnovers were from some of those stupid passes that he likes to do. You guys remember how I said the biggest knock that I have on LeBron James is that he's too passive sometimes. Now, I know you're probably thinking, Steve, he had 32 points. 8 turnovers, though, and a lot of those turnovers were from stupid passes. This guy, he'll drive to the basket, and I love LeBron James to death. He's the best player in NBA history. He'll drive to the basket, and he'll have a wide open layup, or he's going to get fouled, and he kicks it out. Like, why? Why can't you just go up with it? If you miss, you miss. Get back on defense. Yeah, I know that sounds weird, because, Steve, you criticizing LeBron? Like, what are you doing? Yeah, I know, but what I saw last night pissed me off. You know, now let's compare this to Kevin Durant. Now, obviously, this is a totally different scenario because LeBron James is pretty much the point guard of this team, and Kevin Durant, you know, he does dominate the ball a lot, but he also has Steph to dominate, Draymond Green to dominate the ball, Klay Thompson to dominate the ball. You know, Patrick McCaw is another case, but Sean Livingston, they have other players to dominate the ball. All right, but it's pretty much just LeBron dominating the ball, and he's setting up all the plays, so he has an excuse for that. But when you compare that to Kevin Durant, who, by the way, played 2 less minutes and took 2 less shots, had 32 points on 56% shooting from the field, but he was also 10 of 10 from the free throw line, so you have to put things in perspective. He had 32, 5, 8, 32 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals, and 1 block, with a 9 plus minus. Now, you know who had the biggest plus minus on that team? Draymond Green. You know who had the second biggest plus minus on that team? Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry had 23 points on only 15 shots. Can you believe that? 23 points on 15 shots. All right? So I sit back and I'm like, there's no way. There's just, from what I'm seeing, the way the Cavaliers are playing, we have to rewind time. You know, we have to have, I still have Cleveland winning in the NBA Finals because I can't doubt LeBron. After what I saw in 2016, how could anyone ever doubt LeBron James ever again after that performance? Coming back from a 3-1 deficit against a 73-19 with the first unanimous MVP and the best single-season team in NBA history. I'm sorry, I'm sick. How could you ever doubt him again after that? All right? But when I see this team, I'm like, LeBron's going to have to do something crazy. Because he really had no help pretty much last night. I mean, Dwayne Wade was Dwayne Wade. He took 14 shots, but he didn't shoot well from the field. He shot 35% from the field. You know, Isaiah Thomas had 19 points, but he shot 38% from the field. He took 21 shots to get 19 points, where LeBron took only 18 to get 32. And Kevin Durant took 16 to get 32. All right? Kevin Love, who I really like, and I just think they need to feed him more, he had 17 points on 5 of 9 shooting, which is like, what, 55% from the field. All right? It's like, what is that? Like, yeah, 55 point something, like 55.5, 55.7 or 6, something like that, from the field. Yeah, I'm using my math skills because I'm a genius. You know, it's like 55% from the field, and I'm like, why are they not playing him more? Why don't you take the Warriors out of their own zone and change the tempo yourself by letting him pound the ball down low? That's what Kevin Love did in Minnesota. Now, it wasn't successful because he didn't have shooters around him. But when you have LeBron James Dwayne Wade, JR, Isaiah. I know D-Wade's not really a shooter, but you still can't leave him open. He's Dwayne Wade. Jay Crowder, Kyle Korver, Channing Frye. When you have these players on your team, they're not going to double team Kevin Love down low because he's just going to kick it out and J.R. Smith is going to hit the three on a good day. Or Isaiah Thomas is going to hit is going to hit the three. Or Jay Crowder or Kyle Korver. It's lights out. You know, so I don't understand why Kevin Love is not getting more. First of all, he only played 26 minutes. But it's not even just that. I don't understand why Kevin Love is not getting more plays ran towards him. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I've been saying this for the longest now. Kevin Love needs more plays ran towards him. They need more plays ran towards Kevin Love because it's despicable. He only played 26 minutes. 26 minutes. And on 9 shots, he had 17 points. So if you put 2 and 2 together, on 18 shots, he would have had 34 points. All right, 26 minutes, only 9 shots for your second best player. No, really is Dwayne Wade, even though he's out of his prime, but he's not going to get the usage that Kevin Love is going to get. So, in theory, their second best player, or their second most used player, is only playing 26 minutes. Now, I know you're going to say, oh, well, the Warriors are running gunning. Yeah, but you change the tempo. Don't let the other team control the tempo. You control the tempo. Don't let the Warriors. That's why the Golden State Warriors dominate every single team. Because they run the tempo. Run and gun. And no team can compete with it because this team has 3 of the best shooters in the world on the same team. With 2 of those 3 shooters being the top 2 and 3 players in the world. You have Kevin Durant, who's the second best player on the planet. And you have Stephen Curry, who's the third best player on the planet. And then on top of that, Stephen Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. Kevin Durant's one of the greatest shooters of all time. Klay Thompson is one of the greatest shooters of all time. Yeah, like, I don't understand why Cleveland allows Golden State to run the tempo. Yeah, it's getting to the point. I can't scream right now. I really would like to. And they probably call security on me again because I'll go off. See what happens every time I try to talk louder than I actually can. Because I'm sick right now. Cleveland is pissing me off right now. Cleveland is really making me upset. But the simple fact is, I know you have new pieces around you. I get that, okay? I really get that, that you have I should have never screamed, that you have new pieces around you. But for the simple fact that you are allowing Golden State to just come into Cleveland, okay? Come into the Quicken Loans Arena. I think it's still called that, right? The Quicken Loans Arena. To just come into the Quicken Loans Arena and say, you know what? Yeah, this is your house, but we're about to win 13 straight road games. Because that was a 13th straight road game and that they won. Yeah, and they did it against the second best team in the NBA with the best player in the world in LeBron James. So to me, it doesn't make sense. Like, something is not adding up here. You know, and when you look at it from production-wise, it's like Cleveland's bench is actually doing more than Golden State's bench. Or their role players, that is. But at the same time, you have to understand that the Golden State Warriors have 4 of maybe the top 15 to 20 players in the league. Whoopsie. You know, like, they're, whoopsie. I mean, it sound like a fruit. Anyway, they have like 4 of the top 20 players in the league on the same team. All right, so that's why their bench, you know, the numbers don't look as well, but they still do a lot. You know, so it's like, when I see Kevin Love having 17 points on 56% shooting from the field, playing 26 minutes, only taking 9 shots to get 17 points, and having 7 rebounds and 3 assists with 2 steals and 1 block, and you're going to sit there and tell me he's only playing 26 minutes and he's only taking 9 shots? Something's wrong with the coaching. There's something devastatingly wrong with the coaching going on right now. This should not be happening. You know, Kevin Love deserves more shots. I mean, how can you refute that? 17 points on 9 shots from the field in 26 minutes. All right, and then you have players like Isaiah Thomas. I know he just came back from injuries and stuff, but why are you taking 7 3? You're 1 of 7 from 3. That's 14%. What are you doing? You know, so I see things like this, and I'm like, you know, Isaiah Thomas is a monster, and I know he's just coming back from injuries, but you know, stop taking so many damn shots, man. You just came back from injury. We don't need you taking all these damn shots right now. let you get in the groove of things and get your body up to par again, and then you could start taking these shots, because then you'll be shooting like, what, 43, 44% from the field. You're not even a high percentage shooter anyway. But 20, 38%, 14% from three, can't be happening, man. Can't be happening. In order for this team to dominate, Kevin Love needs the ball a little bit more. And Isaiah Thomas, for now, I think you should shoot a little bit less. Not knocking you. You're still a monster. But I think you should shoot a little bit less at this point in time, just until your body gets in the flow, because you've been struggling since you came back, which is to be expected. But you're still a monster, but still. And what else can I say, man? By the way, Kyle Korver needs to be taking more shots. You know, I understand Kyle Korver is pretty much just a catch and shoot player, but for him to only be taking 3 shots, and he's like the maybe depending on if you want to give it to Steph, Clay, KD, Eric Gordon, you know, Kyle Korver, whoever. He's one of the best shooters in the league, and you're only taking 3 shots per game. Come on, there's something wrong with it's either coaching, and if it's coaching, that means it comes back on LeBron's shoulders as well, because we saw what LeBron was doing to Tyronn Lue. Right, so it's either coaching or they're just not running the plays right, or something. But this has to change, and then step 1 has to be Kevin Love getting the ball more, because what I saw last night was ridiculous. It's me and Steve. I'm out. Peace.